Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Amelia and today I'm going to be doing the Taylor Swift book tag. I was not tagged for this. I haven't been tagged for any of the tags that I'm doing or gonna do in the future, just as a fact. I saw Pullin Bananas Books doing this on her channel a long time ago and I wanted to do it, but I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time, so I'm doing it now. Taylor Swift book tag basically is there's like a bunch of songs and there's questions about that song. You have to answer them. You'll understand it when we start doing it. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first song is "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together." For this one, it is "Series You Thought You Were in Love With But Ended Up Breaking Up With." For me, that has to be, not totally, but kind of, is the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas. When I first, it's not like totally, I don't hate this series. I love this series. But it's not as great as I thought it was the first time reading it. When I first read it, I loved it. I thought it was the best. This copy is so old. It's fine. But I read it again a couple weeks ago, and it just wasn't as perfect as I thought it was, so I guess that's my only thing. That's really, it has some issues that I can't really get around. So it doesn't really count for this one, but I don't really have any books that I just kind of didn't like that I thought was great at the start. If I don't really like a book, then I don't know because I won't be able to read it. Like, I'll just keep procrastinating. I'm a very good procrastinator. But yeah, ACOTAR by Sarah J. Maas. That's, I think, as close as I can get. Next song is Red. Which this one's really easy. You just have to pick a book with a red cover. And for this one, go down my bookshelf. I'm choosing Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. It's a really nice red cover, as you can see. There wasn't much to do for this one, so red cover. This book was so good, but kind of freaky. It's like the June Boys. Did I talk about this book in the June Boys review? I can't remember. If I did, this is the same book, but I don't know. Can't remember. Put that away later. And next up we have The Best Day.
But I know I had the best day with you.
This one you have to pick a book that made you feel nostalgic. I don't really feel nostalgic, just as a thing. I don't know why. But I think the closest we get is either, let me pull up my other bookshelf, Ghost of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare and all these other lovely people, or Artemis Fowl. I don't own the book. Right here. Both of these, so I read Artemis Fowl probably when I was 7, and I read this like 4 weeks ago. This one I think only made me feel nostalgic because it was going back to like Clary and Jason, Simon and Izzy and Alec and Magnus, and like all of them. And that was super nostalgic because like I read City of Bones when I was like in like 7th grade, so that was a long time ago for me. So this was kind of like going back to like that world, and I really liked that. Another good example of just kind of like that feeling would be Tales from Shadowhunter Academy, which I just reread like yesterday. So that one, and then Artemis Fowl, which I read like when I was actually 7. And only that because the movie's coming out on Disney Plus, and you know, now I have to go reread the book, which I still don't own, so it's gonna be interesting how we're gonna do that. Alright, next up is Love Story.
It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
Book with Forbidden Love. This one is, you can wild guess. It is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Clary and Jace have forbidden love. This book is so tiny compared to Ghost of the Shadow Market, let me tell you that. This one's pretty obvious. If you've ever read any of Cassandra Clare's books, it's forbidden love because, you know, all of the drama in like, I don't want to say anything in case I spoil it in case you're on like book 2, but in City of Fallen Angels, drama. Clary and Jace. I suppose I could pick another one. Do I have another one? I feel like Forbidden Love's pretty easy. Do I have any like Forbidden Love books on my bookshelf though? Really don't know. I don't think so. Wow, that's interesting. I never thought that would happen. Next up is I Knew You Were Trouble.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
I love this song. Book with the bad boy character you just couldn't help but love. Now I need to think about this. No. Let me move Luna. Baz from Carry On. Oh, I love him so much. Baz is just a bad child, and I love him, but I'm probably not supposed to, at least in the first parts of the book. But I do. He's my favorite. Baz Grimpitch. I always forget his full name. It's a long, complicated full name. I'll stop reading this book now. Alright. Next up is Innocent.
Who you are is not where you've been.
Someone ruined the ending of a book for you. Ooh, I have a good one for this one. Not this book. Sorry, I have a lot of books down here. Ow. Not Insurgent. No one ruined the ending for Insurgent. They did ruin the ending of Allegiant for me. I don't own Allegiant. I never actually finished it because someone ruined the ending for me. But Allegiant, I knew everything that happened because I accidentally read a post. Someone accidentally sent me something on Tumblr, I think, and spoiled the entire ending for me, which wasn't very nice. But I never got around to reading Allegiant because of that. I do have Insurgent though. Didn't really like this book. Not my favorite. Yeah. Someone ruined the ending of Allegiant for me. Alright, next up is Everything Has Changed.
Everything has changed. All I know is you.
I've heard this song like once. Don't really know it. Character that's been through massive character development. Alright. Tessa Gray or Will Herondale. Either one. Both of them went through massive character development. So did Jem. All three of them. All three, Jem, Tessa, and Will, went through massive character development in The Infernal Devices. I'm so good at this. Honestly, I think if I tried hard enough, every single answer for all these questions could be a Cassandra Clare book. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Will or Jem or Tessa, just take your pick. Massive character development. Alright, next up is You Belong With Me.
You belong with me.
Most anticipated release for 2020. I don't really know what books are coming out. Love Creekwood by Becky Albertalli, which is a bunch of short stories in the Simonverse, is getting delivered to me on June 30th, and I'm so excited for that one. And then, oh, what's the book called? I'm gonna put the cover right here. I can't really remember what it's about or anything, but it's supposed to be really good, and I'm looking forward to that one. I don't know if it's already out or not, but this book. Alright, next up is Forever and Always.
He said forever and always.
Your favorite book couple ever. I have a lot of them. I made a whole video just about the LGBTQ ones, but to name a few: Malik, Simon and Bram, Simon and Baz, Solangelo, Simon and Izzy. There's a lot of Simons in YA. Wow. I can't remember their names right now. As you can tell, I'm really good at this. What are their names? Cass and Levi from Fangirl. I have to look at my bookshelf. This is so hard. Wyland and Jesper. I love them. I mentioned that in my last video though. I can't remember any of their names right now. So, you know, just your average day of Amelia forgetting every single thing about every single book. Now I'm gonna pull it out. I think these guys. Laura Jean and... Why can I never remember any of their names? Laura Jean and what's his name? Noah Centineo played him in the Netflix movie. Those two. I love them. So cute. Can I put this back in my bookshelf? I'm doing great today. Can you tell? Yes, I did it. Okay. To name a few. All of them. Next is Come Back, Be Here.
Come back, be here.
Book you are never ever letting out. all of them except for probably my younger brother, because he's, you know, 5 steps down the hall. Other than that, I don't lend out books. I don't like to. I lent out a book to a girl in quarantine. I think I told you this story. And then I didn't get it back for another like 4 weeks. And it's my favorite book. It was this one. I lent this book out and then I never got it back until we were in quarantine, which was frustrating because it's my favorite book. Anyway, I don't lend out books to people anymore because that was a bad experience and I like my books on my bookshelf and a half. Bookshelf and a half. Alright. Next one is Teardrops on My Guitar.
Is a reason for the teardrops on my guitar.
I haven't heard this song in also forever. Find a book that made me cry. See, I don't really cry during books. I kind of cry during movies and TV shows, but not really during books. I don't know why. I think the closest thing would be I cried at the end of Lord of Shadows. Yes. I cried at the end of Lord... This is such a big book. Oh my gosh. Yes. I cried at the end of Lord of Shadows. If you've read Lord of Shadows, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh no. Okay. The end of Lord of Shadows actually made me cry. I really think that's it though. I don't really cry during most books. Yeah. Oh, you know, I think I cried. No, really. No, I don't cry during books. Just a fact about me. I do cry during TV shows though. Those make me cry very easily. It's a problem. Shake It Off.
Just gonna shake, 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 shake it off.
Book that you loved and other people don't. Ha. Ha. City of Bones. They are massive haters for this book and this whole series because it's not as good as her other books. I reread this series and it was amazing. It was great. There were some problems, but overall, great. Loved it. 10 out of 10. City of Bones. Go read it. Go read this book if you haven't. This is a great book. It's a great series. It is a commitment, but it is a series and it's amazing. I don't know why I just said it's a series. It is a series. Yes, we all know that, Amelia. City of Bones. Go read it. It's great. Love it. This entire video has been me flaunting my love for the Shadowhunter Chronicles. Stay, stay, stay.
Stay, stay, stay. I've been loving you for quite some time.
Book you want to go on forever. What did I say it was? Fangirl. Let me pull the book out. I just want to read about Cass and Levi's life. Like I said, great couple. Love them. Such a great book. So cute. I love it. This has just been me flaunting my love of all my favorite books. Yes, I wish Fangirl would go on forever and ever and ever. I just don't want it to end. It's a brilliant book series. It's not even a book series. They made Carry On because Rainbow Rowell liked reading Simon and Baz so much. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I want to know more about Cass and Levi and Ren. More. If Rainbow Rowell is ever watching this video, which I don't think she will. More Cass and Levi. Alright, and lastly, All Too Well.
I remember it all too well.
Book series you wish was longer. I feel like if you've watched enough of my videos, you can guess. But I want the Lady Midnight series just to go on forever. I want like 10 more books of the Blackthorns. I love the Blackthorns. I know Cassie is writing with the Wicked Powers with Drew and Ty and Kit. I want more of just the Blackthorns, just as a family. I just want more of Cassie's books. I just don't want her to stop writing because I love them so much. But yes, I want more Blackthorn family. Like I am not gonna lie right now, and I will watch a sitcom of just the Blackthorns living their life. Like I am so down for that. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I really want it. Yeah, that's me talking about the Shadowhunter Chronicles for a good 10 minutes now. And that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked it. if you disagreed with any of my selections or agreed or just want to chat about books, leave comments down below. Down below. While you're down there, hit the like button and hit subscribe. Wow, I really can't talk today. This has been a disaster. Okay. Anyway, hit the like button, hit subscribe. I make videos every Monday. Have a great day.